So what do we got, Stevie? We got TV Club.
Yeah, let's start off with it. The first thing is gonna be The Last of Us. I thought there was a better pun in there, but I kind of messed it up.
Hmm.
You seen the episode too?
Yeah, I finally did. I did the. I recorded. I recorded my video watching it the other night. That was pretty fun. That was funner than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, that was a crazy episode.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
the
knew the
episode.
moment that they're walking to an abandoned building with like no turn back. It's like, of course, something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
And then they had the classic video game moment where like you enter a room and then like the exit behind you, like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I'm like, this whole show is nothing but like, because they were talking about like, oh, you want to go the long way or the short way? It's like, all right, you're always gonna go the long way, and then something's gonna fuck that up as well, and it's gonna make that even longer, and then you get split up, and that's just a story. The story is just them walking for a while.
Yep.
Now it's just gonna be, like I'm trying to even think about like,
What's gonna be in the story?
yeah, like what's next? You know what I mean? Like, of course, I mean I know what's next, but like, there's just a few little things I want them to do. I hope they do.
Yeah, it's been fun to like be in the blind on it. And it's been fun to hear what like the differences are. Like it's cool that they're doing like more world building. Like with like the mushroom specialist from the other country.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Dude,
that was cool.
That opening
like
was
that was
phenomenal.
That's what I'm saying. Like I really love this extra world building that's going on. And I just have really enjoyed Ellie. Like Ellie and Joel's little back and forth humor.
Yeah.
Like when they were like walking through the hotel lobby.
Yeah.
And
that's the essence of Last of Us too.
yeah.
Of just those little moments where she's just like
I can't
pretending-
swim, and then
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, just like jumps in.
Yeah.
She's like, how was I supposed to know that?
But then she starts pretending to be like the hotel manager and is like fucking around. And he's like, "You're a weird kid," like that's the essence of Last of Us right there. Like that moment, I'm like, "Oh shit, this is Joel and Ellie," and I think that like the opening I thought was phenomenal. Just like even similar to the first episode openings, I like those. I like the little like random like, let's just give them a little nugget of world building, like aside from the main story we're telling. I hope they continue that like as like kind of like a structural idea of just like
Same.
maybe the next episode starts with a different little bit of story. But then it turned into I like the whole like tetheredness of the zombies. Like that whole like connect that thread.
Yeah, that they're all interconnected. Like,
Yeah.
and then you could trigger it without even like there being a zombie nearby.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That makes it a whole nother level. But then, so when they get to the clicker, right? Like that's the video game as well. Like when you run into the clicker and then you get spotted and then everybody's shuffling, right? And then you gotta go run. You die. And the way they did like the shaky camera, it's like you literally start sprinting and the camera will be shaky, like behind Joel in the game.
That's sick.
And it like even feels like it. And then like you just run and then you go hide somewhere else. And then the clicker can't hear you, or he can only hear you.
Yeah.
So he can't see you.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, that's how you play the game right there. Like
It
every time you
definitely
fuck up, you just
felt-
run away.
It felt like a video game in that way
Yeah.
at times.
Yeah,
'Cause
like,
you're like, be slow, be careful. Here's your moment.
yeah,
Don't fuck up.
yeah. It's weirdly feeling like a video game without like even like being too strange.
The one thing that has really blown me away is like I can't figure out how they shot some of this.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand if it was like green screen or if they used that like LED kind of screen thing, because some of the shots are just so like breathtaking and crisp. They don't feel like super digitalized.
Well, that's what I said the second they went into that little hotel. Like, just with the water, like that was a set.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you can tell they're smaller.
yeah.
Shit, like the indoor shit is gonna be all sets, but if you're talking about like the outdoor shit, like
Boston
just,
and stuff like that.
yeah, like that stuff does look amazing. But then I think these are the most expensive HBO shows ever.
True.
So where it's like that could be their budget. You know what I mean? That
It
could
could
be a
be.
good.
One, like they might be utilizing that LED screen and like like making a bridge, and then having the rest of it screened. Who knows? Or they're just shooting it in Boston and digitizing the back of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever they're
Yeah.
doing, it's cool. And it was like a nice connection when they were like, when the mushroom specialist lady was like, you have to bomb them. And then they were like in Boston, they're like, yeah, this is when we
What
got
if they're
bombed.
just what if they're doing like as much real footage as they can and the special effects is literally just getting rid of like what if they're just getting raw footage of Boston right now and then like completely just I
That's
don't
what I'm
know to
saying.
where
I think
it's
it could
real
be.
footage but it's also completely fake as well but
I
it's
think it could be.
using like those real models to kind of like trace on with like
Yeah, because if you like look at, you can like look up like Wolf of Wall Street. Like even Scorsese will do like crazy things to like at the end of it make like the prison jail cell, like turn like a normal tennis court into like a prison jail court, and like you'll be blown away by how much you could do and get away with without ruining it too much. But
yeah.
it's cool that like it doesn't feel one way or the other right off the bat. Like it's kind of like, how are they doing this? And that's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
And like you said, it really feels like HBO at its like peak of what HBO should be, of like
And seeing
TV
like
at its highest level.
seeing like have you seen like them like making the clickers? Like have you seen like the
Yeah, I
behind
watched
the
the
scenes?
behind the scenes; those were
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And it's cool to hear how involved everybody else is in the process. Like the video game people are also
Yeah.
working with the showrunners in a way that feels like collaborative and not like one person trying to.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, I don't I thought of an idea, but I guess I can't even really talk about it, but I mean, but you know the ending, right? So and I won't say the ending, but what if it's kind of like I guess not even the ending of this one. But you know what happens in the second one, right? Mainly.
Yeah, I know like major plot points.
Okay, what if the plot points in the second one are reversed?
Maybe.
Like you think that they might try to go that route as far as like Walking Dead, right? You know, I don't want to I mean, I don't want to compare it to Walking Dead, but it is like the only two real zombie shows that like exist that are like prominent. But Walking Dead was interesting because they would follow the story but change things up. You know, and I wonder how I mean, I feel like they won't obviously, you know what I mean? But like
Yeah. I don't.
wouldn't that be interesting if they like followed some of it like so closely and then just like even just took a sharp left turn like that? Like
I mean, it could definitely be interesting. I think it would cause more uproar and confusion amongst the fan base than
yeah.
be helpful. The
Yeah.
same like issue runs on with like Attack on Titan, which like the manga's done, but the anime's coming out, and there's like a whole group of people who think it's gonna have a different ending in the anime because they didn't like the manga ending.
I'm just unsure how they're going to do certain things. I'm unsure how they would stretch out the first game into 2 seasons.
I think it's one season.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know how they can age her for part 2.
They might just get a different actor.
Really?
I mean, that's what they did with House of the Dragon. It also might not film as quick as you'd expect.
Yeah.
Because like House of the Dragon is like still not even shooting its second season. And that came out last year.
HBO takes their time on shit.
And rightfully
Euphoria's
so.
starting to shoot soon, I think.
Yeah, but Euphoria is different than both of these shows.
I know, but that one isn't even coming out till next year.
That's crazy.
And it's shooting soon. Because I remember when that one ended, they were like, it's not coming back till 2024.
Abbott just finished filming.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So like season 2's done filming now. Which
Jesus.
is like interesting that they film it in the middle of it.
Yeah, they have to have a weird schedule. Like the way they're doing this, I've never seen people take breaks like this. But it almost makes sense if they're trying to stretch it out over the school year and make it kind of match the school
Yeah,
year.
I think like cable TV notoriously stretches things out though.
Yeah,
like,
but they don't do
Bob's
big
Burgers,
breaks like this.
Bob's Burgers takes breaks all the time like this.
Really?
Yeah, and like I think we're just like a little bit not as used to, or like this is just like the new normal for cable TV.
I remember like people taking like Christmas breaks. You know what I mean? Or there being like, a few weeks maybe in the winter time.
I can remember there being like little gaps sometimes. There'd be
Yeah.
runs. There'd be like month runs where it's like a new one every week, and then like a week or two where it's off.
I can't really remember that, but I can see me just like blocking it out. You know what I mean? I'm not. I can see it being a thing for sure. Yeah,
I
it's
just wish it was every
interesting.
week.
Yeah,
I feel betrayed.
dude, I I watched every episode of Abbott on Saturday. I like left work like early, like with like kidney pain, thinking I had a fucking stone. But
Damn.
yeah, fucked up. So I was just like in bed, you know. So I don't know. I was hurting for a few hours, and then once I like got to sleep a little bit and woke up, I just watched every episode of Abbott. It's the best show ever.
It's definitely a nice one.
It gets better and better every time. There's just so much funny shit. Like,
I just hope that they can keep up the same quality. I think
yeah,
they will.
I think they're just upping it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
But it's a lot of wins all around.